Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels doesn't.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Mason. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. 3 periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. And it's caught inside the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the way. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of this.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They're trying to get to him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout by the offense.
Here comes the field goal unit.
97 on the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right